Nicolle Wallace is the host of MSNBC's Deadline White House. Nicolle, good morning.
Hi, guys.
Good morning.
Happy Monday.
What do you make of this shakeup in the communications team? And of course, there were a lot of rumors that potentially that was just the first shoe to drop and that there may be other big resignations.
Yeah, listen, it's the president's prerogative to hire and fire whomever he wants. And this is obviously someone, I think, who communicates more consistently with the way the president sees himself communicating. He's a street fighter. The president has made no secret to friends and confidants that he's been dissatisfied with the lack of aggression in terms of fighting back against stories about Russia, which he maintains is a hoax. Anthony Scaramucci, when asked on our show, said the Russia investigation is a hoax. So he now has someone who is very much in line with his thinking about these things.
You heard Corey say there about Scaramucci wanting to crack down on the leaks.
Yeah.
I saw him yesterday in a news program saying he wants to change the culture, is how he referred to it, inside the communications divisions of the White House. How does he go about that?
Well, I'm guessing that you don't really boost morale by saying you're going to fire everybody. And anyone that covers this White House knows that it is not difficult to get folks on the phone at the highest levels of this White House to talk about what's going on, to talk about one another. And even one of the most stalwart defenders of the president said the addition of Scaramucci is just one more person, you know, sort of in the swirl. And what the real problem is in this White House is they don't have a functioning chain of command as a staff. They don't have a powerful chief of staff that sort of keeps everybody out of everybody else's lane. So the chaos is largely a product of a weak chief of staff. This was a decision he lobbied against, he opposed with all of his might, and the president made it anyway. So you talk about other shoes to drop. I think all eyes are on Steve Bannon and Reince Priebus, who were very publicly and vocally against the move to hire Scaramucci.
The chief of staff and the senior advisor. Nicolle, thank you.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.